Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, Tessie's World. Today is Thursday, so you know that means we're going to have a thankful, thoughtful Thursday. Before you start your day, name 5 things that you are thankful for, no matter how big or how small. And also, be thoughtful throughout your day. Be thoughtful before you speak. Be thoughtful before you move. Be thoughtful before you think sometimes. Sometimes we think thoughts and they really mess us up. So be thoughtful in everything and anything that you do today. All right? So let's go ahead and get into it. You see what this video is going to be about. It's about being authentic and being yourself. So we're going to say that one more time. Being authentic and being yourself. All right, so I feel like nowadays we live in a whole monkey see, monkey do. You know how when we were kids, that was something we would say. Monkey see, monkey do means you're copying someone. And I feel like right now that's what we live in, an era of copying. Most people have the ability or some talent to be original, but it is easier for some to just copy and think that, it's going to get them somewhere and get them far. But what I am more so wanting to speak on is the fact of realizing how your happiness, your strength, your worth, your self-esteem, all those things that we're searching for come from being authentic and being yourself. And I know that there are a few reasons. I'll just list 2 right now, but I know there are a few reasons why some people are truly afraid of being themselves or being authentic. One that I would like to say is people want to feel relatable. I've always said that. People want to feel relatable. You never want to feel outcast. You never want to feel alone. You never want to feel like no one understands you. So sometimes people do copycat things or people become followers because they want to feel relatable. Another thing is you're not comfortable being yourself. And that's a big one. If you're not comfortable being yourself, then you can't be yourself. So you're going to find something else to leash or latch onto because, you're not comfortable. And I guess one quick other one I could just throw out is maybe you feel that if you choose to be yourself, no one would like you. So I guess that is a part of being uncomfortable and being a part of not being relatable. But those are just 3 reasons I could think off the top of my head. There are many, 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 many more why people choose to not be themselves. But as you heard me just say, it's not... Let me tell you something. We all follow something, right? There's always going to be something we follow. Follow hair trends, follow sneaker and clothing trends, follow nail trends, follow clothes trend. There's always going to be something you follow. What I am simply saying is following certain actions though are more detrimental than we tend to think or we tend to pay attention to. There are some things that if you follow someone else doing it, let me tell you something, they're lost. As lost as you are, they're lost too. So you're following a lost person, and in following a lost person, what you're doing is hurting yourself more because you're thinking that by following this person, you're being relatable, you're being understood, you're being comfortable, you're being seen, you're being all these things that you think, but you're really not, because they don't know themselves. So they're looking for someone to follow them so they can feel relatable, so they can feel comfortable, so they can feel seen, so they can feel understood, so they can feel wanted, so they can feel loved. You understand what I'm saying? So by you following someone that is lost as well, trust and believe that what's going to happen is at the end, you're going to feel more lost than you were when you initially first started following them. I hope that that's coming off the way that I am trying to present it to you guys. Trust me, I know that it's scary to be authentic. I know it. I know because, like I said, you don't want to be singled out. No one wants to be singled out. But we must lead. And when I say lead, I do not mean that you need to have a flock of people behind you. I mean that you need to lead yourself. If you cannot lead yourself, then you're going to have a lot more problems that are going to come to you in life, more so and far more than just the ones that you feel are on your table right now. Sometimes we make ourselves struggle more. We put ourselves more in discomfort. We put ourselves more in the quote unquote, I don't like to say losers, but you understand. We put ourselves more in that column just by doing dumb things. And I'm sorry to say it like that, but it's the truth. Just by doing dumb things, we hurt ourselves more than if we would just be open and be receptive to trying to learn the lesson that's there for us. We're always trying to hide from it. We're always thinking that we know better. We're always thinking this. We're always thinking that. And we need to honestly shut up and move out the way and see what it is that life is trying to teach us. All struggles are not in vain. Once again, all struggles are not in vain, which means although we don't learn the lesson in that moment, trust me, there is a lesson there to be learned. If we would sit down, if we would take a breath, then we would sometime allow the lesson to flow into us, easier, deeper, more so than on a surface level where you can't learn anything surfacely. To me, you can't. To me, some people you can, but to me, I need my lessons to be in depth. They need to go deep. I'm a Scorpio, so I guess that's, what it is for us. But more so, that's just how I learn. And again, each experience is tailored to how you learn. So you may not learn as simple as the other person. You may need to fall and roll down that hill, because when you were stumbling a little bit down the hill, you were like, I got this, I'm be okay. But once you started to lose your footing and you tumbled down that hill, then once you hit the bottom, you were like, oh my God, I just fell. What was it that I didn't do right when I was coming down that hill? Some people might just stumble a little bit and they like, whoa, I don't like this. This is uncomfortable. What is it I need to do? But yeah, that could be another topic for another video. But yeah, we'll get back to being authentic. I would like to say that so many great things come from being authentic, that when we're not authentic, we shut those blessings and shut those lessons off. And what I mean by that is, look, being authentic can give you strength. Mentally, emotionally, physically. You understand what I'm saying? You can gain confidence from that. Being authentic also helps you realize that if someone doesn't like you, if someone can't relate to you, if someone doesn't understand you and is choosing to misunderstand you in your authenticness, then you realize that that's not a person for you. And listen, I get it. Sometimes we want people in our lives so bad. We gain this attachment emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. We are people. We are human beings. So we attach to people so quick and so easily. But that's another reason why you need to understand that being authentic and being yourself is something that you need to do. Because if you don't do that, then you're attracting and you're attaching to people that are not good for you. And when you do that, you're hurting yourself much more than you realize. So by you sitting there and attaching to someone that is toxic to you, attaching to someone that cannot understand you or teach you or help you learn to get to a different level and a higher level of yourself, then it's kind of like, are you really helping yourself by being non-authentic, or are you hurting yourself by being non-authentic? Because that person, if they can't see you in your authentic way, is not going to do anything for you. They're going to ruin you more than you think. So we need to learn that having those attachments are a hindrance, and we have to let them go. Also, like I said, being your authentic self gives you super confidence. When you have confidence, no one can tear you down, because you know what you are, you know who you are, you know where you're going, you know where you've been, and that's something that comes from being you. Being a copycat and being a follower of someone else, you can never gain that. And a lot of us need that. That's why we're following someone else, because we think that if we look, if we do, if we talk, if we act like someone else, then it'll come to us some type of way that we'll have the confidence that that person has. But again, we don't know if that confidence is authentic or non-authentic. We don't know. So also your strength, being authentic gives you a different level of strength that you will not find anywhere else. Nowhere else. You have to find it from within yourself. And being your true self, being yourself, is going to give you that this level of strength that I don't know, I can't really get the words out, but just what I'm saying is the level of strength that you just probably never thought that you possessed. You never thought that you could be that strong to make it through certain situations. You never thought that you could be that strong to overcome certain situations, but you can. You just have to, one, believe in yourself, and you just, two, have to be yourself. Being yourself is not easy, especially where we live, how we live, and what's going on in our world right now. No matter what country you live in, if you live on an island, if you live on a continent, no matter where, it's always easy to just latch onto something than to be yourself. But I am telling you that being yourself is the best thing that you can be. Being someone else is never going to give you the happiness internally that you're honestly searching for and looking for right now. That all comes from being within yourself and just focusing on who you are. Now, that is not to say that there are things about ourselves that we do not like. Everyone has flaws. And I want to say right now that regardless of what flaws you have, do not ever let yourself sabotage yourself so much that you think that being someone else is going to eliminate and make your flaws better. They're not. The only thing that's going to make yourself and your flaws better is 1, admitting your flaws, 2, understanding why they're your flaws, and 3, doing the work to not fix, not change, but work on your flaws. Okay, everyone has flaws. There's no one out here that's perfect. I don't give a hell what they look like. I don't give a hell how they speak. I don't really care what they do. Everyone has flaws. They just are great at masking them, or they're great at not letting them overrun or overtake their life. And that's what it's all about. So don't really be like, well, I have flaws and yada yada yada. So no, that's not how it goes. That's not how you're going to find your happiness. That's not how it's going to work for you. So yeah, I challenge you to every day do something that brings you closer to being your authentic self, regardless of what it is. You need to understand that your authenticity it's waiting for you to embrace it. It's waiting for you to love it. And it's going to elevate you. I promise you, it's going to elevate you. You can't go around being a follower, and you can't go around just doing like everything that everyone else does, which is a follower. And you can't lead someone if you can't lead yourself. So really focus on yourself and really pay attention and be authentically you and, be yourself. I'm pretty sure that, I will probably do another video about this, but for now, that's all that I'm going to speak on. So yeah, that's the tea with me today. Make sure that you guys are thankful and thoughtful today and have a great day. You know what I always say, if you're having a bad day, you can take a sip, take a walk, or save up, pack up, and take a trip. Realize that things in life are not as hard as we sometimes make them. And if you need to do something that brings you back joy, peace, and love and laughter, do whatever it is that you need to do, regardless of what anyone says. Do what it is that you need to do to find those things and bring those things to you. All right. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this with your friends, family, foes, co-workers, anyone that you feel needs to see this. Replay it for yourself. Do whatever it is that you need to do to make sure that you bring the authenticity that you have within you to you. All right. Embrace yourself, guys, and have a great day.